Well, in Poland, this issue had not been analyzed previously, so we wanted to look at the free speed of pedestrians and selected pedestrian crossings. We wanted to look at the average free speed for various age groups. Let's notice that 24% of Polish population are elderly, and investigations abroad, shown here in the graph, persons over 60 move more slowly, sometimes up to 40% slower than the average per population. The next question that we asked ourselves was, are the pedestrian speeds properly selected when designing pedestrian facilities and infrastructures, namely pedestrian crossings? In Poland, it's 1.4 meters per second that's usually adopted. The high-capacity manuals usually adopt 1.2 meters. In other countries, similarly, 1.2 is most often chosen when designing pedestrian crossings. The field tests that we run were done on selected pedestrian crossings, both with and without traffic lights in Gdynia, Gdańsk and Warsaw. All of them were inventories of the crossings, and afternoon traffic rush hours were the time. So we analyzed the time of entry and time of exit, and we only looked at free speed pedestrians. For that, we used mobile cameras and the existing camera system in the Trister system in the Tri-City. We tested free speed of 870 pedestrians with traffic lights and 383 without traffic lights. We divided people into children, youth, adults and elderly. In the first table we see pedestrians with crossings fitted with traffic lights. We saw that the average speed, free speed, was 1/3 lower for elderly people. It was 0.94 meters per second. In the traffic lights without traffic lights, the speed was lower by about 22%, and it was 1.09 meters per second. We also observed that the average free speed of pedestrians in most analyzed groups were lower where there was traffic lights. Probably traffic lights give people more comfort when crossing the street. Once we run the field tests, from the field tests, we recommend that when road crossings, pedestrian crossings are designed, one should take into account the analysis of average age composition, and the values adopted should be 1.2 on average, but with more than 20% of elderly or with the existence of children should be 1.0 meter per second. In those pedestrian crossings where there are disabled using, it should be 0.7 meter per second. At the moment, it is 1.0 meter per second. Thank you very much for attention.